Oh, no problem.
Am I good? I know you don't want no problems. Look.
What's Sandra? You should have sat over there.
Oh, me?
No,
Oh.
That's fine. That's
Adding my music to their playlist. It means so much to have
Somebody
someone
there?
who helped independent music travel farther than it ever
Thank
could.
you, sir. You are such a gentleman.
Anytime. Anytime.
All the time. You guys treat me like a queen. Thank you.
So you're a Knicks fan?
Oh, Lord. Oh, please don't try to stop me.
No.
Oh no, I was pulling for them.
No,
I would have told my boys, I was like, once the Spurs got past OKC was a wrap. I knew they were gonna be the Knicks. I can't
Nate, switch chairs with him quick. Push that chair to him, and you take the other chair.
No, I'm with you. You gonna keep this open?
No, close the door.
Oh,
I'm just trying to get him out of the corner, out of the frame. That's what I'm saying. Just give him that chair and you slide over.
Oh,
no, I
yeah.
want this shit.
DJ too.
Yeah,
Got it? Yep. You up the free?
Is my bald head shining or something?
A little bit.
Am I glistening?
You look good. I'm telling you, you look good.
Howdy ho. This is Cassandra, and you are listening to Conversations with Cassandra. And with me in the studio today is the bestest DJ on the planet, and his name is
DJ Nappy Red. How you doing, Cassandra?
I'm doing well. And in the studio with us is what's your name, B?
Links OTM.
And one of our co-owners, what's your name be?
I be Dre.
He be Dre. So I'm grateful for you guys being here. And we have a very special guest in the house. And I'm going to let him introduce himself. Don't give us too much. Just a little something.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm Orlando Anderson. I am the director, writer, and producer of Ladies and Gents Productions.
Okay, listen. At first, let me just say that Orlando is taking up a lot of space with his muscles over here. So I'm going to need him to squish his muscles up so that he don't crowd me. Don't be crowding me in my own space. Hello. No, I'm just kidding. So Orlando, you just told us a little bit about who you are, but tell me, what is Ladies and Gent Productions? Exactly what do you guys do?
I do movies and stage plays.
Yeah. Okay, tell me about that.
Okay. I mean, basically, like I said, it's always been I started in high school doing theater, so I've always been a writer and an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And so, about a couple of years back, I started Ladies and Gents Productions, where I do movies and stage plays, but I also give up and coming artists, a chance to just, get their feet wet. Everybody basically don't want to give people a chance to just get started with doing movies and stage plays and anything, because they feel like everybody have to be polished and seasoned and stuff like that. For me, I don't turn away no talent, because I feel like I had to start somewhere. I needed somebody to give me an opportunity, so I'm always looking for new talent and open the doors for everybody who want to change.
See, now he sounds like me. I feel like he just read my resume, because I really believe that. I believe that we have to help each other build up in this entertainment industry, because it's so doggy dog and everybody's trying to crab and make it to the top. But you don't have to make it to the top on the back of somebody else. Right. We don't have to do that. Right. And so the fact that you say that alone, you got a fan here, because I really believe, So I really believe that, that is important. Tell me about some of your projects and why, what made you, I know you said you wrote as a kid, but what really made you decide that defining moment when you said, okay, I'm moving on into this? I'm going to do it.
I started out writing poetry. I wrote books and stuff like that. And like I said, I always been a writer. My mom passed when I was 11. She got murdered. So writing was always my go-to thing to, express my feelings and stuff like that. Because sometimes growing up, down south, you really don't have, they old school, so if you feel a certain way, they don't want to hear you, I keep it to yourself. So writing was always my go-to, based on feelings and stuff like that. I could just write stuff down. You can't tell me what to write. You might have to tell me what to say, but you can't tell me what to write. You know what I'm saying? So writing was always, something that I always done to express how I felt. And so I just got, very great at it. English was one of my best subjects in school. So, and like I said, then the more I write, and I'm always around people, seeing things people go through. But to be honest with you, Miss Cassandra, in the Black community, we try to sweep a lot of stuff under the rug instead of express it. So when I write movies and plays and stuff like that, everything has a message in it.
I love it, man. Boy, you got to make me hit you over here. First of all, I started writing poetry at 8 years old. My mother died when I was 12 years old. I was the oldest of 4 children.
I'm the oldest of 4 also.
So I'm the oldest of 4 children. 5 children. I'm the oldest. And I wrote out of pain. That's just my story. I wrote out of pain. And it sounds like that may have been a part of because like you said, old school in the South, man, you just suck it up, man. Right. Like when my mother died, I remember my grandmother told me, well, you can't cry because your siblings are going to cry. Well, thank Lord. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we have a bad way of doing that. So I love the idea. You just sound it's like you telling my story. But
being the oldest, you really have to hold a lot of stuff in because we have a lot of people. So definitely, I can commit. I know. Basically, we went through the same thing because being the oldest, I always had to be that person to try to show them, the right. So,
yeah. But that's people don't understand. That's trauma all by itself.
It definitely is.
That's that. Like I was always afraid that my siblings were going to do something, and guess what happened? If any of them did something, or if they fought or something, I better have my behind in the middle of that fight, whipping behind.
Exactly.
Because if not, I got it. If I didn't whip whoever touched them, I got it. So that responsibility is a lot. Tell me about the poetry. When you wrote, did you save your poetry as you?
Yeah, I basically back then, I didn't know nothing about copyright and stuff like that. So somebody was like, "Hey, if you take all your poetry and put it in an envelope and mail it to yourself and don't open it." That's what
they said.
Yeah, so
it's copyright.
It's copyright. So to this day, I know that the ink probably don't fade it off, but I still got the envelope with all of them in there sealed and everything. So but like I said, poetry was my go-to. Like I said, way to express your feelings and write things down, the pain, go through all that stuff, especially with the pain and things like that. And it got to a point where even my cousins was utilizing it because I used to write love letters and stuff like that. So they were like, "Hey, cuz, I got this girl I want to talk to. I need you to write this letter. Put one of them poems at the end." And I'm like, "You didn't write the poem, but she got to know that, cuz." So stuff like that. So it was funny, man.
Cyrano de Bergerac type of deal.
Right.
Yeah. But I love the idea, and those are, to me, some of the best writings that you can find. And when I do plays, just like you, I'm telling stories. A lot of times the stories based on things that I've experienced or that I've seen other people experience. So I have a play that's called But I Love Him. And it's all these different women, white women, black women, poor women, rich women, just their experiences, how they got into domestic violence, but they all ended with that one line, "But I love him." I don't care how tragic it was. Even the final woman who died, she said under the sheet that they had her under, she said, "Everyone tried to talk to me, but I loved him." I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that, man. I love the idea that you write poetry because
it's passion and pain.
Man, oh man, there is such a what's the word? There is something that comes out of when you write in pain that just, I mean, you can feel it when people hear. So what do you feel about that? Is it important to you that your audience connects, or do you want people to just come and see your play?
Oh no, definitely, you got to connect. Because when I write, like I said, like I was just telling on DJ earlier, I'm a DJ also. The music is my passion. So like I said, so you combine the two, music and writing. So everything I do, I'm always writing, but I got music in my ear. So I'm saying, so basically, if I'm writing a scene where I really want you to feel it, I got some kind of R&B song on that's talking about love or something like that. So it's gonna give me those words I really need to be able to express it. So every time you come to my show, if you don't connect, then I'm doing something wrong.
Okay, that's it. I love that. Now tell me about maybe a couple of the plays that you've written so far. Tell me.
Well, the one that we got coming up is called What a Woman Wants, What a Man Needs to Know. It's going to be premiere at the Port of Sanford Theater in Decatur on August the 15th at 3 o'clock. Like I tell everybody, literally every situation in this play, I was that dude in every situation in that play. So that's why when I cast for stuff like that, I have a vision. So I already know how I want it done. So when I bring the people in, you got to be able to portray that energy that I need to be able to get that message out. So like I said, it's like I think 4 or 5 couples. You got Shirley and Charles, Antoine and Michelle, Devontae and Brandy, Keisha and Michael, and then her parents, which are the Gates. And then you got a divorced couple in there, Robert and Sophia. So each one of those is a different situation. But like I tell people, when you come to this play, either you're gonna have been through it or know somebody that's going through it. So I touch on domestic violence, I touch on drug and alcoholism, I touch on teen peer pressure, I touch on cheating. What else in there? You know, and all the fellas can relate to. You know, with Keisha, you got this chick that you're doing everything for, but she treating you like you're the bottom of her shoe until you just man up and then just
separate
yourself. I'm done and separate yourself. And so now she needs you.
Yep.
So you're gonna that's one of the turning points in the play. I don't want to give it away. That's one of the turning points in the play. So
don't give us too much because we gonna come and see it for ourselves.
Right.
We gonna come and see it for ourselves. But okay, so when you wrote this play, did you? I'm like you when it comes to characters. I don't need people to be they'll come and be like, I've done like 20 plays and I've done several movies and I'm this and I'm that and that means nothing to me.
But see,
listen, I'm telling you, Orlando, it means absolutely nothing to me. You got no brownie points for telling me what you just told me.
But people don't understand. People don't understand. If you do a lot of movies, theater is a different beast.
It's a whole nother animal.
And for the life of me, they can't understand that. I had this guy I fell out with because he wanted me to basically pay him because he used to be a stripper in this movie. I'm like, bro, that's not nothing to do with you in this movie. I need you to be the pastor nephew. Can you do that? Okay. The fact that you used to be a stripper, that's a movie thing you did. But theater, it's about memorization, you got expressing yourself and stuff like that. I'm saying, and the difference between movies and theater, you can get up there. If I tell you in the script it says the cat and the mouse jumped over the moon. Okay, if you get in there and say the cat and the mouse, something they did. I'm saying, cut. I can cut it. In theater, no, ain't none of that.
You can't. No, ain't none of that.
You gotta keep running with it.
You gotta keep going. And so improvisation is really important. And tell me about your style, because with me, when I'm doing plays, I have the words there, the written words on the script. Of course, you want people to follow your script as closely, but I am not. Oh, and you missed the right there. You didn't say the. I don't do
Nitpick.
that. Yeah, I want people to take what I've written, take the spirit of the character that I wrote it for, and deliver it with everything you got. That's why I believe that people love working with me. I don't have to call people about doing stuff. I don't care whether it's a film or thing. People are constantly getting to Ms. Cassandra, you doing anything? What is it? Is it a part for me? Because people want to be treated with respect. They want to know that you're going to have their back and you're going to work with them. It's not, and I don't yell and scream at people. I'm loud, but I don't yell and scream at people. And I feel like I don't want to sound, because I ain't trying to make enemies, but I think some of the worst people that I've ever worked with, as far as directors, were people that demeaned people and yelled and hollered the whole time. I will not work with you again. You got one time to do it, and I'll never work with you again. I don't feel like when you're dealing with grown people or even children that you need to treat people any kind of way to get them to perform. Go ahead. Go talk.
So,
talk
Mr. Cassandra, I think we might be cousins.
Oh.
Because my director style is the same way. Basically, what I wrote in the script, I want you to learn those lines. However, once you learn those lines, then I want you to have fun with it. Because literally, you know, whatever the way I wrote it, if you need to ad lib a little bit for you to remember exactly the message, as long as that message comes out, I want you to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, while you learning it and you having fun with it, and that means when you deliver it, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a job, and it's basically it takes a lot of dedication and hard work. At the same time, who's to say it shouldn't be fun? So when I'm directing, my thing is, as long as, like I said, when you deliver those lines, and it's that same message I want to deliver, I want you to have fun.
Now I want to tell you, and I want to hear this on your part. A lot of times when I don't have big budgets, or I might not have a budget. Period. Period. It'll be like, okay, we making this play. We doing this and we gonna make it happen. And they're like, well, what's your budget? I'm like, there is no budget, but it's gonna happen. And man,
it's called faith.
Man, listen, folk have no clue what faith can do. Hello. So I believe that when you are really called to do and chosen to do what you do, that the way is made. You know, like when I have a TV show that I'm working on that's in production. We've done several episodes. And when I was doing it, I had no money. When I tell you everybody volunteered, from the camera people to, they were like, okay, Mrs. Sandra, I got you. When you shooting, just give me your schedule so that I can try to fix it with my schedule. And I'm talking everybody volunteered, and amazing actors. I mean, on film, it looked amazing because they were doing it from their heart, and they weren't just doing it for a paycheck. And the paycheck is good. We want to do paychecks.
You want to?
I want to give people, you know, the pay. But if I don't have it and you can give me 100%, oh my God, it's amazing. So
I definitely agree with you. People ask me all the time, who's your sponsors, how you pay for this stuff. And like I tell people, I got faith in God. You know what I'm saying? I just pray about the situation. And like I said, growing up, I see my dad, all my uncles, everybody work. So that's all I know. So like I said, you know, I do my full-time job, I do my little part-time job, and I just basically, you know, when I cash forward, I let people know up front, hey, this is what I got to offer you. I don't have no money, but you got your IMDb credits, and then you got a platform to be able to showcase their talent. You know what I'm saying? The money gonna come eventually. So, but the main thing about it is, I'm just giving you that opportunity to be able to come in. But I like I said, and you know, being in the Black community, I hate to be the dead horse, but that's one of our biggest downfall, not being able to you know invest in each other. You know what I'm saying? Seeing you know artists that's good and being able to just say, hey, bro, you know what? I know you don't know me, but hey, I see the fact that you got this stage play, so you know I don't have thousands of dollars to give you, but hey, I'm gonna bring my people to buy some tickets to support your show. So I'm saying, so definitely, and then see, like last time I did the play, I didn't have the funds, you know, to pay the cast. But at the same time, what I don't want to do is burn people out, and I want people to have fun. So you know, sitting down, I got a production team that I put together this time around. So I came up with the idea, hey, you know what? These tickets cost $40. I'm saying, for this show. Each one of my cast members, the theater holds 490 seats. I'm gonna take 100 of those seats out. Okay, here go 5 tickets for each one of my 20 cast members. You take those 5 tickets, you sell them 5 tickets, they go $200 in your pocket. That's my way of paying. So when I thought about it, you know what I'm saying, I was like, okay, I might not have the money in my pocket to pay you, but hey, when these people come in, you pay. So that's gonna let you know, hey, you know what, he ain't got that budget like that, but I don't mind working with him because he gonna find a way to make it worth my time.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So I mean, you sound so much like me.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you feel obligated to be less aggressive when those situations happen with your cast
Not me.
members? You know, like sometimes somebody like, listen, all right, you keep messing up, but if you're not paying them, sometimes you feel like you have to fall back and be more reserved.
No, because at the end of the day, they're still human. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And I always tell my cast when I'm doing a movie or a play, if this was yours, how would you want me to show up?
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's what
That's
I put.
it.
If you want me to show up,
Mhm.
you're saying knowing all my lines, you're saying putting 100% dedication into your project, I want the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So that's good. So okay. So you have a process for casting. You have, let me tell you what I do, Orlando. And the people that have worked with me, they love it. The food, I prepare the food for my cast.
That's what's up.
And they're like, Mr. Son, what you serving this? what you say? Because and I love to cook, so that's something that I could give them, and they absolutely love it because I lay it out. I mean, I lay it out, and I'm a decorator, so I have everything looking good, the food tasting good, and once again, I mean, I have the money to put in your hand, but I treat you like you A-lister.
A-lister.
I'm telling you. And I think that's how you get, and you can tell me if you feel differently, that's how you get people to really be engaged with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the thing about it, I agree with you 100%. And definitely, like I said, the way you treat people, you know, one thing about me, my character is important to me, and my name. Like I said,
Yes,
I'm
Lord.
out here building this brand.
Yes,
So that's important to me. So what you think of me, it don't matter, but however what you go out and say about me matters. You know what I'm saying? So when you come in and you're a part of my cast and you're a part of my production, I'm gonna treat you with the utmost respect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, basically that's why I tell people all the time, I don't turn away no talent. You know, if I'm in a restaurant and ladies say, hey, you know, you do movies, hey, if you need a crazy old right there, let me know, I can use you. Okay. If you serious, when I cast, come on, hey, just follow me on social media. You see me casting, you know, shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? It might not be that leading role you want,
Yeah.
but hey, when somebody see you on TV, like, hey, you know, I seen you in that movie, man. You was just standing up, but I saw you in the movie.
Yeah.
So like that's like I said, I don't turn away no talent. I always try to make sure it's a platform for everybody because I just feel like we all got to start somewhere. And like I'm saying, literally just doing movies and plays, it's a passion of mine. And like I tell people all the time, they were like, man, you the next Tyler. No, I'm not trying to be Tyler, bro. I'm just trying to be Orlando.
That's it. That's it.
I'm not trying to be Orlando. At the same time, I just want to be able to be that person to, you know, like I said, I seen a couple of people that basically I gave an opportunity and they're like, but you know what? It won't be for you, bro. I won't even be here.
Yeah.
You know what? My thing is, you took the opportunity and you ran with it. That's all I asked you to do.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not that type of dude. Like, you know what, man? It won't be for me. Put you on. You owe me this. You owe me nothing, bro.
No.
You asked for an opportunity. I was blessed to be able to give you that platform to do that. You did your thing and not look at you. It don't happen for you.
And that is powerful. And I've had people, Orlando, like you, that have gone on to do, I mean, really good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they will come back and say, you know, Miss Cassandra, thank you for giving me that opportunity. You know, you were patient with me, you know, work with me. Tell me about that process. When you decide on a person for a character, is there like a step-by-step process that you use to determine, okay, oh yeah, that's so-and-so? Because let me tell you, with me, guess what? I know it's like, I know almost before they open their mouth whether that's the person for the cat. I don't know whether you've ever experienced that.
I do. That's why I swear we cousins. I swear we cousins. Me personally, like I said, I'm a visionary. So I literally already, know exactly what I'm looking for. So like I said, I'm big on energy. So like I said, take the Christmas movie for example. Literally, I had the female lead role, Eve, and I had numerous ladies, auditioning for it, and everybody wanted to be Eve. Okay, she got two friends. You want to audition for the friend? No, I want to be Eve. Matter of fact, I was saying I had a close friend of mine. We fell out because she just felt like because we was close that she could have been Eve. But no, literally, I want everybody to audition for Eve.
Yeah.
And so literally, I had a lot of women come through audition for even some good ones. And so I'm like, okay, everybody good. I'm trying to figure out how can I pick this Eve. Okay, so I prayed about it, God. Okay, give me something to separate them.
Yeah.
You know, so He gave me this question.
Yeah.
Okay, and so each one of the ladies that auditioned, I asked each of them the same question. The question was, okay, you're a 14-year-old girl. Your father left you at an early age. You have fear of allowing a man to come in and love you because you have, fear of love like that. So close your eyes. I'm saying, as I was talking to them, now open them and tell me how Eve is feeling. So when I did that, every lady was like, well, she feels this, she feels that, she feels this, she feels that. But the woman that got the part, when she opened her eyes, she said, I.
Boom. There you go.
It was
right
over.
There, right?
It was over. It was over.
Yes,
it was over.
Yes. I love it. That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
That's the way when you really want to be effective, that's the way you do it. I feel the people that are even the Klansmen, y'all know I got the boy, that Klansman stuff I do. I do a lynching reenactment. I've done it for 18 years. And the white people, they be like, man, Cassandra, man, I got to say the N-word. And I got and I was like, yeah, unfortunately, that's the language that was used. And that's what I need for it to make the impact. Yeah, we need that impact. So then I need you to do, to say those words. And man, some of them would literally cry. But that made it even that more powerful when they cried, because it's like, oh, they really hate.
Yeah, you feel that, right?
They feel that thing. And I don't know about you. A lot of we have a lot of media sometimes when I do it, like NBC, CBS, foreign television, Germany, France. And what I do, I don't need to be front and center.
Yeah, right.
When they say, Miss Cassandra, can we talk to you? Can you talk to one of my actors? Can you talk? Because I want them to shine. They're doing me a favor and, helping me bring this message across. Let them shine. So how do you feel about the media? What do you feel? How do you feel that works in your favor or against you? And what we're going to do is I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. And we're going to talk about that when we come back. A couple of questions. What do you feel like is out there for us as Black people? And we're going to get to that. We need to talk about that. And you are listening to Power Blendz 99.8 and Conversations with Cassandra. And we'll see you back shortly. All right, we'll see you. Good? Okay. So how you feel?
Good.
Okay.
He don't seem nervous at all. He got a podcast himself.
Yeah, I'm just this, man.
Radio.
I just did an interview last week.
Yeah. Funny enough, I was gonna ask you, like, how when you audition, when you see somebody like, oh, that's what I had in mind, but she doesn't act up to par, does she still get the role, or you base it strictly off of acting?
I got one question for you. Is she coachable?
Oh, I don't know. It's a scenario.
No, I'm saying, but I'm asking, is she coachable?
I would hope so, because she's acting.
Then she got a part.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because you already envisioned her.
When you ask me that question, when we come back, I got that perfect scenario to answer that. Because one of my boys, one of my coworkers, I was auditioning for this movie, and I needed to do an audition, record the part. So I had him record it for me. Now he was like, "Hey, bro, I would love to do this." I said, "Be careful what you ask for. Danger with this pen." He was like, "What you mean?" I said, "I'll put you in some shit."
Okay.
No, okay, all right, I'm for real. I was like, all right, okay. Next day, I dropped that script on his desk. He said, "What's this?" I said, "You in this movie."
Okay.
He was like, "Really?" I said, "Really?"
Yeah.
Nice.
So he was a comedian at work, acting a fool. But when they came to the movie premiere to see the movie, they didn't know who he was.
Nice.
Wow.
I had transformed him just that good.
Wow.
Nice.
And now he in the play. And he don't did the Christmas movie. Like he like, when I tell you, he bought me. I had a gift on my desk. I was like, "What's this, bro?" Bro, you got to do that. Yeah,
Nice.
you told me you what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you came in, never acted a day in his life, no skills, but you wanted it. You know what I'm saying? You're the best people.
Those are
Yeah.
The best people. Okay,
Nice.
matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all come to make the play.
That's
It's two
what I'm
people
saying.
in the play, two guys in the play, never acted a day in their life. But they came to me and said, "Bro, I want to do this," and I coached them. And when you see it, you can be like, "Bro,
Yeah.
you have some good people," and I can point the two out, and you're like, "But bullshit."
Yeah. And they got major roles in there. Nice. How long does it take between the time they get the script and the time the actual play goes?
That's a good question. No, don't ask him that now.
I'm
Ask
sorry.
him.
I'm sorry.
Good. That's a good one. I will ask him that because that's an important question.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is an important question because people don't know stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'm
They have
close.
no idea. Yeah, it's a process. You know what I'm saying? From beginning to end. You know, it's
And you've done movies too, though.
oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm both of you there.
Yeah, I've done a lot of films. I've done oh god.
Yeah.
And see, I literally, I got like six scripts. That's movies that needs to be shot. Yeah. And I'm writing 2 more right now.
Would you shoot the movies yourself or what? Okay.
So here's the funny part. I had this little black boy. That's why I said we got to do better. We got to do better because this Christmas movie would have been done a long time ago. So I'm getting this dude. I'm sending out my dates that I need you to shoot. So you come and shoot a little bit of it. Then you go back. Now I'm running behind you like, bro. I don't pay for all these locations.
Terrible work ethic.
Yeah.
Terrible. Okay, so I had to get my money back because he signed his contract.
Right.
Okay, so I started casting on social media, looking for a videographer. That's all I need. If I can get me a videographer to lock in,
I got somebody might
good.
put
Bro,
you
no,
in contact
bro.
with.
I found this white boy.
Yeah.
You know you always had that little dirty white boy in class that everybody come up with.
Oh yeah.
Bro, he came in.
Fine.
When I tell you, I locked him in for what this. Somebody hit me and said, "Man, you think your boy?" I said, "No, he got a lot of projects already locked in." Bro.
Don't worry about his number.
He locked in.
Yo, catch it 2033.
Right. I said, right now he working this finishing editing up this Christmas movie, and I already got the deposit waiting for him for the series and the other.
Nice.
He locked in, bro. He done.
So, hold on. So you wrote a series too?
Me, bro. Literally, I'm getting ready to work on that one, and I'm in the process of finishing up another one, and then I just got these 2 other movies that came to me. Like I said, what I do is when ideas come to me, and half of them come to me while I'm asleep.
Yeah.
So what I do is I put it in my phone. I got a whole writing folder I can show you with all these projects that I need to write. And like I said, working at night, when it's slow and it's not busy, most people don't sleep. So my supervisor, she was joking with everybody. She just imitating everybody, and I was just laughing. She said, "Yeah, you don't be asleep, but you ain't write these damn scripts like I was thinking and shit." I be like,
Yeah, my homeboy does the movie thing. He says his process, I think he said something to the effect of he writes 3 pages a day, and somehow that equivalates to by the time he's finished, it's the whole movie. I can't remember the time span, but I think he said 30 days or something like that. 3 pages.
It depends on how much time. It depends on how much time you have.
Right.
Yeah.
Because see, sometimes I'll write 2 scenes
the
whole night.
I can write an episode in a night. And because I love writing just that much, and I don't sleep a lot, so I'm sitting up and I'm just writing. I was working with Black on Purpose Television Network, Michael Campbell, and he's the CEO. And he was like, "Hey, can you do this? I need this idea." And he sent me all the information, and I stayed up that night all night and wrote that entire episode that he wanted. And he was like, "It's no way you did this in one night." And because when you love doing something,
it doesn't seem like work.
It's not.
The Christmas movie, one of my boys, he ended up having it was out of town when we were shooting the wedding scene. And he's like, "Dog, you gonna be mad, bro." I said, "Mad about what?" He said, "You better make it."
on. Welcome back. Welcome, y'all. Thank you for coming back. Listen, we are sitting here talking to the amazing filmmaker, writer, director, poet, he's all of that and a bag of chips. Mr. Orlando, my twin. And we are just discussing some things about the industry. I want to talk about, how do you feel as a Black writer, director, producer? How do you feel our opportunities are in the entertainment industry as it is right now?
Honestly, I feel like sometimes we get beside ourselves once we get a little breathing room. I'll say it like that. What I mean by that, like I say, me, I don't turn away no talent. I'm always giving people opportunities. If it fit the vision and you willing to come in and learn, and I don't have no problem, bringing you in. But sometimes we as Black people, once we get to that level where we feel like we made it, then we kind of look back on the people, saying that's literally basically, if you started out doing 2 or 3 movies, and literally, you became a fan favorite and you was doing good before you even had any money in your pocket. Now you got people reaching out to you, offering you $200, $300, $400 to do a movie. But I call you, hey bro, hey, I got this movie. Can you do this movie? You looking at me like, oh, bro, that's beneath me, bro. But I don't want to give you that first opportunity to even start doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I reach out to you for you to do this now it's gonna cost me. Mm-hmm. So me personally, I just feel like sometimes, when we get there, we literally forget where we come from sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I tell my dad this all the time. He was like, boy, I see you making it big. I said, Pop, I want to be the same humble person. You know what I'm saying? When I get big, if you see me in the gym, you see me in the grocery store, and you walk up to me and say, hey, bro, what's up? I want to be that same person, you know what I'm saying, when I make it big. You know what I'm saying?
The key is this. Once you make the money, you sell me 80%. 80%. And then you can remember humble. Okay. You can remain humble, man.
Yeah, no, not 80%. That is not humble. Okay, that is another word for that, but it's not humble. Right. Yeah, but I feel like we don't know how a lot of times to give back.
Right.
We have a hard thing about giving back, and I want to take it a little higher than just the individuals. What about how the industry treats us as Black professionals, writers, directors, producers? And let me tell you why I'm asking that. When Michael Campbell, once again from Black on Purpose Television, I love Michael's, because he got some deep stuff, man. He said, there is a table, right? There's 10 chairs at the table. That's the industry table. Okay? The industry table. There is only one seat at that table designated for a Black person. One. Maybe. Some tables don't have any designated for Black people. So if me, you, Red, Lynx, Andre, all of us have projects that we're trying to get to that one. Do you realize we would never get to the table? But if we have our own table, then everybody can have a seat and get a chance to do their project. Do you know there are some genius writers have written some stuff that will blow your mind, that their stuff will never get to a network if they wait to sit at the table. Right. I'm just saying. What do you think?
And I agree with you. And also, here's the thing, because let's talk about that table that has that one seat designated for Black people. Okay, let's talk about that table first. Okay, you got that one seat that's designated for a Black person. Let's say, like you said, me and you, Lynx, Red, all of us doing all these projects, but we trying to get to, that one seat that's on the table. Okay, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Lynx wrote something that's better than all of it, and he make it to that table. Okay, so now that Link's at that table, I don't think, me personally, I don't feel like Link should be like, hey, okay, I'm at this table, bro. Hey, I see the rest of y'all. No, I expect Link to say, hey, bro, listen, this is what I did to get to the table. So while I'm at the table, I'm working on the next seat beside me to move this person to get you on this seat, and you on this seat, and you on this seat. But where the problem comes in that is we don't want to help each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, I tell people all the time, they be like, you're not scared somebody gonna take your script and I can write another one.
Man.
At the same time, if I'm a director, Link, and you a director, and basically my thing is you working on this movie, and you're like, hey, bro, I just can't get this right. My thing is, hey, bro, you need my help? Let's collab together, because guess what? I'm teaching you something, but you might do something I might do different. You know what I'm saying? Prime example, one of my directors coach, shout out to King and Hendrix. You know what I'm saying? When I went on the set with Kendra basically has a whole board that she wrote down everything that she write down. I'm like, why you write all this stuff down? But I see her write everything down and check it off. So therefore, at the end of the shoot, you're looking at this board, everything got to check, but that means you don't shot everything you didn't shot. So I picked up on that and I started using that because I'm like, okay, that look like it's helpful because now I'm looking at my head, what I'm gonna shoot next, what is right there in front of me.
Exactly.
So one of the biggest things I tell people all the time, man, we as Black people, we got to be able to work together. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think, like I said, my thing is, like I said, you got to the table first. Okay, did that make you better than me? No, that just means your opportunity came before mine. At the same time, I'm saying, now I'm looking at what you did. Why should I hate on you? Why I'm mad at you? Because you got to the table first. Anything, I'm like, okay, that should be the bar raised up. That should be that platform that I got to work on. Okay, my boy Lynch got there. So let me see. Let me ask him, hey, bro, what did you do to get there so I can get there? But we don't do that because we busy hating on each other.
And the thing about it is, too, if I may say so, if we was all sitting waiting for that seat, no matter who makes it to that seat belongs to us.
Yes.
It belongs to us. Now, that one person was given the opportunity, but now it's time to open them doors up so we all have the same opportunity. You're right, we don't do that.
Right. And see, my thing is you at the table, okay? But yet and still, you know how good I am. You know how good Cassandra is. You know how good Ray is. So my thing, you at the table, yet and still, you may have a project that you bring in, that you present to them. It's Cassandra project. You are over it, but her name is on it. So she got the table too.
There it goes.
That's it.
I was going to say every other race
Yes.
can help each other out except us. We are crabs in the barrel.
Yes.
Once one is getting out, the other ones is pulling them back down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Can I ask this, if I may?
Oh, absolutely.
Do y'all find it more admirable or deplorable that known producers, writers, directors work with the same cast members on a multitude of projects?
Is it work with the same ones?
Same people.
So, believe it or not, man, I have people tell me this all the time. They respect that I don't do that. And like I said in the beginning, the reason why I don't do that is because I feel like everybody got to start somewhere. Okay, if I'm busy looking for, all these people that Tyler got, okay, okay, you got Jennifer over here who might be just as good as one of Tyler actors. Jenna still, she might not have that star power, but my thing is the one Tyler got had to start with Jennifer right now. You know what I'm saying? So if I get Jennifer and bring her in and then she blow up, guess what? I'm the one that gave her the opportunity, so my name blow up too. You know what I'm saying? But we don't think like that. So the way like I said, people come to me all the time. I have friends that call me, hey man, I was talking to this dude and he do acting, so I gave him your number. I'm like, bro, y'all do know I'm not Tyler, right? Y'all know that. Like, they were like, no, bro, but I know how you put brothers on, you give people opportunities and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, all my friends, all my homies, like, hey, bro, you need to put me in these movies. Hey, bro, listen, when I had these auditions, when I posted on social media and you see it,
take your chance.
Take your chance. Shoot it. One thing is because literally when I sit down, it just depends on the project. You might not fit that one, but I got a whole lot of other ones that's coming. And I tell people all the time, just be patient. It's coming.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, and I really believe that to be true when it comes to dealing with people and getting them on. I love. There's a story that I tell all the time about this young actress that she never acted before, and I gave her this role. Immediately, God said, "That's the one." And I gave her this role, and she came to me. We were doing another movie. I think it was a Tyler movie, actually. And she was on set, and she said, Miss Cassandra, I can't cry. I keep trying to cry on this particular. That's where coaching comes in. That's where taking the time with people comes in. I said, so listen, on break, when we get on break, let's step outside, and I want to talk to you. And what I did is I was able to bring her to a place where I wanted her to feel something so painful. And then I wanted her to say the line. And methods are different. Everybody has different methods. That's the way I do it, because I want people to get in touch with their feelings when they're talking. So I went outside, we talked to her, and when we came back inside, I said, in front of her mother, I said, now do the line. And I said, keep the mindset that we were talking about, do the line. And she started saying the line, thinking in the pattern that I had talked to her about. And she began to weep uncontrollably. Tears are rolling down her face. And she said, Miss Cassandra, I'm crying. I'm crying. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is the time that we need to take with people. We need to make people feel what we need them to feel, how we need them to feel it at that moment. So tell me your go-to when you're trying to pull something out of an actor.
Basically it's similar. I try to have them go, like I said, one guy, I was trying to tell him how emotional I needed him to be at the end of this play. And literally I was asking him, I was like, he and I was talking a lot on a personal level. And I was like, so remember all the stuff we talked about? He was like, yeah. I said, how did that make you feel? He said, I was in a dark place. I said, so when you get on the stage and you do these lines, I said, as soon as she leave you, I need you to go back to that dark place. I said, take your time with it. I said, because you right here before an intermission. I said, so you got enough time to play with that. I said, don't worry about the timing. I said, I need the message to get out there. So when he thought about it, when I tell you it was so emotional, people was like, nah, I felt
it. Oh yeah, yeah. And that's what you want. You when you are directing people, you want every bit of them to come into that character. And when they do that, the delivery is evident. It's evident. I remember one time, Orlando, I was directing the reenactment I told you about. And BBC, British television, was doing an interview, and they were like, how do you get people to emote the way that they do? They're crying, they're, everything that you see, it makes you emotional. They're emotional. I said, well, that's a part of what I want to say. I said, if you get angry when you see that reenactment, I did my job.
Right.
If you cry when you see that reenactment, I did my job. You understand? It's all about bringing people to a place where they can identify with the character, and you are getting that story told so that they would be glad to go to the next person and say, man, oh man, did you know about this? Did you know that happens like that? So do you have stories like that about pieces that you've done?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, with the stage play coming up, I remember I had a female actress, and she came backstage. She came on stage. She was like, "Oh my God, they called me a whore. They called me a home worker." Yeah. I said, "Good. Yeah. That means you're doing your job."
You did your job. Listen, if you get people to say that, I hate you. I definitely, you've done your job. You've done, and I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Now, tell me about some of the projects that you have coming up. I know you have the Christmas play, the Christmas movie. When is that going to be?
Well, my goal, like I said, right now it's in the editing stages. We're working on post project, basically putting all the editing and music and everything together. So my goal is to have a movie premiere the first week in December.
Okay.
So that's what I'm working on for that. But like I said, right now we getting everything together, we're going to start our in-person practices for the stage play, and then that hits the stage on August the 7th. Like I said, excuse me, August the 15th.
Okay.
Correction.
Yeah, correction.
The 15th at the Port of Sanford. It's going to be a 3 p.m. show.
Okay.
So,
one show.
One show.
Okay. So now tell us the name of this again.
It's what a woman wants, what a man needs to know.
Oh, I like that, boy. What a woman wants, boy. Okay, then. I'm coming to see it because I need to see it, get all the information I can. So.
And it's funny. We like I said, I was just talking to one of the actors this morning, and I was like, I said, every time I promote this play, because I'm promoting it everywhere I go, I said, every time I promote this play, the first thing a woman says, oh yeah, it's a lot of things y'all need to learn. I said, and I asked her, I said, so you read the script? I said, you're in the play. I said, who are the one that's learning the lessons? She said, the women. I said, exactly. I said, it's the women that's learning the lessons from the play. I said, if you take each female that's in this play in each situation, okay, each one of them is dealing with a man that she thought was something totally different than what she's getting. Okay, so therefore, it's always about what y'all want. Okay, we know sometimes what you want, but that don't mean we're able to give it to you. You see what I'm saying? So now with this play, like I said, it's different situations where everybody basically comes in and do certain things. I give you a little snippet. You got Charles and Shirley. Okay, Charles is an alcoholic. He's very abusive to her. Shirley wants her husband to be a man of God and give his life to Christ and be a better man. Okay, that's what Shirley wants, but that's not what Shirley got. You see what I'm saying? So, and Charles needs to know, hey, your wife wants you to be a better man for her and y'all kid. Okay, but who's to say Charles is able to give her that and do that? And so I think, I tell a lot of guys with this play, you know what I'm saying, as a black man, we already have a lot of weight on our shoulders. So definitely it's a lot of things we need to know. But growing up, a lot of stuff we don't know. A lot of stuff we don't learn. So therefore, that's why relationships to me is so important, because if we're in a relationship, it's my job to teach you the things I know, and your job to teach me the things I know. So we're supposed to grow together. But in the black community, we far from that.
Yeah. I like that. And so do you feel like you are? I know you're a storyteller. Because that's what we do as writers. But what would be the most important lesson you think that you want people to get? Let's use one of the play that's coming out. What lesson is there? One main lesson that you want people to walk away from once they've seen that play?
The lesson I want everybody, there's an answer to every situation you're in. It's like that. I tell people, it's either you're gonna have been through it or know somebody that's going through, but there's an out for every situation that you're in. The question is, do you have the patience to wait for God to show it to you?
And that's important, because we do have a lot of relationships that are not healthy, not just in our race, but in most races. You have a lot of unhealthy relationships. And I think that is because people are not able to drop the facade, drop the mask, and allow people, if there is hurt there, if there is, pain there, if we just keep masking it and covering it instead of saying, hey, you know what? I trust you enough that I can open up and let you really see who I am. Then we can get somewhere. But yeah. So do you feel like every story that you tell, that there is something profound, like there is a social element to it that you're trying to get across?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, this play, I tell people all the time, this is my baby right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm super excited to be able to, every time I put it on, I'm just amazed by the people that come to me after the show is over and can just like even the cast. I had so many women, hit me up like, hey, I can relate to everything in this play. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing is that I take away from it, like I said, is just being able to be, like I said, being able to shed light on a lot of things that we sweep up under the rug,
Mhm.
from the domestic violence standpoints to the cheating, the drinking, different things like that. Being able to touch on all those things and really let people know, hey, this stuff is real. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how much you might not be going through it, but your friend is going through it. You see what I'm saying? So we still need to be able to be that friend and be able to help that person. And just giving them, hey girl, if I was you, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't know because you never been in that situation, so you can't tell me what I would do. So it's like I said, it's a lot of situations in the play that I shed light on. That like I tell people, if you're gonna have been through it or know somebody who's going through it, and I try to make sure that message I'm saying is to make sure that everybody who's going through it knows that hey, there's an out that you can get out. I'm saying if you just put the time and energy into it.
Now give me the Christmas movie. Give us the name, and you told us. Do you know what platform it's going to be on yet?
Literally, I'm looking for an actual movie theater to do the actual movie premiere. So that's my goal because I feel like it's a message in the movie. And I give you a little insight on it. It's called A Christmas Change of Heart. Like I said, you have Eve, who's engaged to Emmanuel, and he's literally basically everything that she ever dreamed of, and trying to be the perfect husband. However, she deals with father issues because her daddy left her at a young age, so she feel like every man who comes into her life is gonna leave. So literally, I tell people all the time, regardless what we look like on the outside, God finds ways to send people in our circle to bring a message. So what makes Eve realize what she has, she bumps into this homeless man who she spends every day with, who coaches her to be able to give love a chance.
And you know what? Powerful tool. Rejection is a powerful tool to keep people in bondage. Because when you're rejected, especially from somebody that should love you, that is a trauma that is so damaging and so powerful. And I'm getting mad at you because you keep hitting on my story. I'm like, why is it that you're supposed to be telling your stories, not mine, but my life? Because I was rejected by my father. Never got to know him. Never got to know him. He never wanted it. And so that was something that I had to carry. You know what I'm saying? Domestic violence, I went through that, was almost killed. So the things that we experience are really powerful when it comes to our writing and our writing style. I have nothing against people that do tiptoe to the tulips type stories. I think it's great if you got to tiptoe through the tulips, tiptoe through the tulips. It's such a wonderful life, you know.
Right.
I will be singing "It's a Hard Knock Life" for you know what I'm saying. Right. So, but everybody has stories to tell, and we just tell them differently. So, tell us again a little bit more about what you're doing, and I want to give you these last few minutes to just tell your story. Tell what you want to tell.
Basically, I just want everybody to come out and support my cast, man. Like I said, they're working extremely hard on this stage play. Like I said, it's called "What a Woman Wants, What a Man Needs to Know." And like I tell everybody, I'm the writer, I'm the director, I'm the man behind it. But they come to see the cast, and like I said, my cast has put in phenomenal work, and I just want them to be celebrated. And so I want everybody to go out and get these tickets, come and fill the house up, sell all these seats out, and enjoy a message, a phenomenal show that I plan on taking on the road and beyond.
Oh, see, look at that! You done planned on no. So listen, I definitely am going to be there. God shares my life. I'll be there, and I'll probably drag some of these people in here there with me. Drag some of these people, but we love supporting each other, and we love supporting people that come on the show. So we are going to make plans to support you and support your cast. Before the Christmas movie comes out, I want you to come back.
Okay.
And I want you to come back and bring some of your cast members and sit and have this conversation. And even before this movie, the play starts, come back, bring some of your cast
I
members.
think they would love that.
They love.
I think they would love
They'll have a. I'm thinking, and I might even buy some chocolate chip cookies or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I might bring some chocolate chip cookies in.
Real quick, how can people reach you? You want to drop that down in the? How can people reach you?
Oh, basically, as for social media, it's Sean Anderson, parentheses DJ Hike Dog, HIKEDOGG. On Instagram is DJ Hike Dog, HIKEDOGG99. That's my Instagram.
What was that now?
DJ HIKEDOGG99.
Okay.
It's my Instagram.
Yeah, look for Sean Anderson.
On
And
Facebook.
we appreciate you coming in and talking with us. Conversations with Cassandra on Power Blendz 99.8. We'll see you next week. Blessings.
Thank you. I
To the
appreciate you
Nap
so
the
much.
Red
Thank you.
Takeover
Thank
on
you.
the dopest
I
radio
appreciate you guys for the
station.
platform.
I ain't got no chocolate chip cookies.
No, you good.
99.8.
It's